Teachers can be one of the only safe people who we find when we're being abused or tortured. Teachers can be the ones who notice all the signs and symptoms that we're showing of our abuse or torture. And I'm so glad that you had a good teacher and that she gave you a copy of my book, Scars. Like, that means so much to me, that it helped you. Like, books can be such a lifeline, but so can a compassionate teacher who takes the time to care and to talk to us and to listen to us, and to believe us. Like, for me, both of those things were a lifeline. I also had a really good English teacher and also a really good history teacher, and both of them in high school. Both of them heard me about the child sexual abuse that I had already remembered. I was just starting to remember the cult torture, but they heard me about the child sexual abuse. They were there listening to me every day, giving me support when I was struggling so hard not to unalive myself, struggling so hard with all the effects of the torture and the trauma and the trafficking, and they were there. And I don't know how I would have made it out as well as I did without them in that year or two that they were there. And they gave me books, and books helped me survive the torture and the trafficking too. They helped me know that I wasn't alone in my pain, even though it wasn't the same as what I was going through. And they helped me believe in the good in people when I hadn't seen that around me, except for very few people, like those two teachers and like a middle school grade librarian that I had. But teachers can make such a difference, and they can be people who help abuse survivors, even if they don't know the whole story. I'm so grateful I had a few good teachers, and I had books to help me get through. And I still couldn't have survived the torture and the trafficking and the trauma without my dissociative identity, without splitting so hard all the time. And because I was forced to by the cult, like deliberately, the cult deliberately created splits and jobs inside. But I could not have survived it without that, without the barriers between knowing all the torture that I had just gone through and being able to like get through part of the day. And I wish so much that we had better legal system and protective system for children and teens and adults who are being abused and tortured, where people could actually intervene and help better and actually save survivors. But it so often doesn't happen, and the system fails survivors over and over. But even just having someone who offers us compassion and empathy and is able to listen to us can help us get through and can sometimes be saving our life.